Good morning and a warm welcome to your show, Sunny Mornings in Boston. I'm your host, Melissa, and it's Tuesday, June 2nd. You'll be interested to know. 73 years ago, today, in 1953, Queen Elizabeth II was crowned in a grand ceremony at Westminster Abbey with pageantry, processions, and a global audience witnessing a solemn transfer of duty. The coronation affirmed a living constitutional tradition and served as a unifying moment that modernized public ceremony and connected diverse peoples across the Commonwealth. So now you know. And now, it's time for the weather report. This morning, it's sunny and it feels like 49 degrees with 4-mile-per-hour wind. The sunset will take place at 8:14, and it will rise again tomorrow at 5:07. It looks like we're in for some sunny weather today, with a high near 75 and a calm northwest breeze, around 6 miles per hour. If you're inland, it will hit a high of 74. Tonight, expect partly cloudy skies with a low of 55 and light winds around 5 miles per hour. The nearshore buoy at Cape Cod Bay reads 52 degrees for the water temperature. Looking ahead in the weather. Wednesday will be sunny with a high near 77 and light northeast winds. Thursday warms up to near 88 with southwest breezes. Then Friday stays mild near 86 under mostly sunny skies. There is a 30% chance of afternoon and evening rain showers on Saturday with a high near 84 and mostly cloudy skies overnight. Bonjour, food enthusiasts. This podcast is brought to you by Versailles Cafe and Pastries in Encinitas. Nestled on El Camino Real South, just north of Encinitas Boulevard, this cafe is a haven for culinary delights. Indulge in their amazing Eggs Benedict or their gluten-free crepes. You can grab a panini for lunch or just breeze on through to get your morning coffee. They are open every day from 8 to 5. So stop on by and don't forget to tell them Sunny Morning sent you. In local news, Massachusetts researchers have uncovered that the scope of long COVID is bigger than previously thought, estimating that at least 10 million Americans may be affected but remain undiagnosed. This finding emerged from new research by Mass General Brigham, utilizing artificial intelligence to analyze nearly 460,000 medical records. Researchers found that 16% of individuals who contract COVID-19 develop long-term symptoms, which often go unrecognized as long COVID. While the pandemic's initial waves have subsided, the chronic effects persist, indicating a growing health crisis that warrants attention from healthcare systems. Now on to sports. Myles Garrett finally got his wish, 16 months after originally demanding to be traded. The reigning National Football League Defensive Player of the Year will join the Los Angeles Rams, with a legitimate chance to compete for a Super Bowl. The Cleveland Browns realized their timeline did not mesh with their best player and executed a trade. The Rams traded two-time Pro Bowl edge rusher Jared Verse, along with their 2027 first round, 2028 second round, and 2029 third round draft picks. This move may have come a year later than expected, but the outcome is exactly what Garrett preferred. In local sports, tonight at 6:45, the Red Sox open a 3-game series against Baltimore at Fenway, looking to build on yesterday's 9-4 sweep of Cleveland. Connelly Early takes the mound against the Orioles' Shane Baz. Boston's bats exploded over the weekend. Jarren Duran went deep. Willie Abreu and Yoshi each drove in 2, and that offensive spark comes at the right time. At 25-33, the Sox sit in last place in the AL East, but they've won 3 of their last 5. They need to keep it rolling. Meanwhile, the front office is under the microscope. reports surfaced about communication issues between Chief Baseball Officer Craig Breslow and the roster. Breslow's leaning heavy on analytics while lacking playing experience, and that disconnect may be dragging on the field. Even interim manager Chad Tracy can't seem to turn it around. Fans are restless. The sell the team chants continue nightly at Fenway. Breslow's job appears safe for now, but another losing stretch could accelerate calls for change. On the Bruins front, defenseman Charlie McAvoy drew a 6-game suspension for slashing in the playoffs, to be served next season. Lukas Reichel signed a 1-year extension worth $950,000. Over in the NBA offseason, the Celtics aren't forced to blow it up after their first-round exit to Philadelphia. The question dominating the narrative: what's next for Jaylen Brown? Brad Stevens has a $22.5 million trade exception to deploy before July 7th. The team expects to keep Neemias Queta and Jordan Walsh on their options. In top news, according to a study published on Sunday, a new experimental medication nearly doubled overall survival rates for patients with advanced pancreatic cancer. The drug, named daraxonrasib, blocks a mutated protein that fuels tumor growth in more than 90% of cases. It reduced the risk of death by 60% for patients with metastatic pancreatic cancer who had previously received treatment. Those taking daraxonrasib lived for a median of 13.2 months compared to 6.7 months for chemotherapy recipients. Patients who took the drug also experienced fewer severe side effects, improving their quality of life. In business news, job seekers are using AI roleplay to negotiate salary. These artificial intelligence prompts can help make you a master salary negotiator at your next job interview. Savvy job hunters are using artificial intelligence to perfect their pitch. Salary negotiations are challenging for many people, especially daunting for entry-level workers just starting their careers. College graduates tend to dramatically overestimate their starting salaries, with studies showing that students expect to earn $80,000 to $100,000, while the actual starting salary is around $56,000. In crypto movement, Bitcoin is down 4% to just under $71,000. Ethereum is down 1% to $2,000. And XRP is down 3% to $1.29. Moving on to a more local vibe. In our community spotlight on health and wellness, we are working with a national Pilates studio to bring you some free classes, so listen up. Check out Club Pilates, with several locations in the Boston area. Pilates presents a comprehensive wellness approach, cultivating strength, reducing tension, and elevating mental well-being. Scientific research affirms its benefits. So now you can check out Club Pilates for a free class. With locations in Canton, Wellesley, Hingham, Brookline, and Framingham, just be sure to tell them Sunny Morning sent you by. And now, back to the show. Let's talk tech. Google parent company Alphabet said Monday that it plans to raise $80 billion to help pay for its massive artificial intelligence infrastructure build-out. Alphabet will sell off that amount in stock and then use the funds for general corporate purposes, which includes capital expenditures to scale AI infrastructure and global compute. Part of the plan involves selling $10 billion in stock to Berkshire Hathaway, the massive global holding company formerly led by Warren Buffett. Alphabet stated that it is experiencing strong demand for its AI solutions and services from enterprises and consumers at levels that exceed its available supply. The company aims to fund its investments in a balanced way while retaining a healthy balance sheet. And in entertainment news, Matt Duffer, creator, showrunner, and executive producer of Stranger Things, accepted a career honor at the Gotham TV Awards, stating that young film and television audiences are telling us very loudly that they're hungry for original stories. He recalled how Netflix gave the Duffer Brothers a fairly blank check 10 years ago, saying that level of trust gave us the confidence and the courage to step up. He urged, let's choose risk over fear, encouraging support for new voices and bold personal stories. The 5th season of Stranger Things set a record for New Year's Day viewing, racking up 31.5 million views in 4 days. Well, alrighty folks, it's time for the quote of the day. And today, our quote comes from the British author and playwright, George Bernard Shaw. And he said, "Progress is impossible without change, and those who cannot change their minds cannot change anything." And that's a wrap for this morning. You can check out our Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok for some captivating aerial videos with local news and the weather reports. Have an amazing day, my good friends. We'll see you tomorrow with another episode of Sunny Mornings in Boston.